On June 24th, 2025, we pause once more to reflect on lives that shaped the very stages and soundtracks of our cultural memory. Through visionary design and velvet-toned melodies, these individuals transformed how we saw the world, how we listened, imagined, and believed. Today, we honor two American icons whose work transcended craft and became something far greater. Legacy. John Conklin didn't just design stages. He shaped entire worlds. With a career that spanned more than 5 decades, he redefined theatrical aesthetics in opera, ballet, drama, and musical theater, becoming one of the most respected scenic and costume designers in the history of modern performance. Whether working with the Metropolitan Opera, Broadway productions, or regional theater companies across the U.S., Conklin had a gift for creating sets that breathed with narrative depth, spaces that were not merely backdrops, but living extensions of story, mood, and metaphor. Known for his bold color palettes, daring structures, and meticulous research, he had an uncanny ability to evoke emotion through texture, shape, and space. His work on the magic flute, La Boheme, and the Flying Dutchman became legendary not only for their visual splendor, but for how seamlessly they supported the heart of the music and the pulse of human drama. But John was more than an artist. He was a teacher, a mentor, and a dreamer. As a professor at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts and a guiding voice at major conservatories, he passed on his wisdom and wonder to generations of emerging designers. His critiques were sharp but always generous, pushing young artists not to impress, but to discover. Beyond the stage, he was a quiet observer of life, deeply philosophical and deeply kind. His passing leaves a void in theaters around the world. But his influence endures in every curtain that rises, in every set that dares to tell its own story. Bobby Sherman was more than a pop sensation. He was the heartbeat of a generation. With his boyish charm and gentle smile, he lit up record players and television screens in the 1960s and 70s, earning millions of fans and becoming a beloved teen idol whose influence still lingers today. His hit songs, Little Woman, Julie, Do You Love Me, La La La, If I Had You, weren't just chart toppers. They were time capsules, capturing the innocence and longing of the golden era in American pop. But Bobby's voice wasn't his only gift. He became a household name on Here Come the Brides, where his acting talents revealed a warmth and sincerity that made him one of TV's most endearing figures. What made Bobby truly remarkable, though, was what came after the spotlight. As the screams faded and the stages dimmed, he walked away from fame to become something even more meaningful, a public servant. Inspired by a desire to give back, he trained as an EMT and later became a reserve police officer, using his platform and skills to save lives rather than simply entertain them. He taught first aid, helped with community outreach, and never stopped showing up for those in need. In recent years, Bobby Sherman became a cherished memory for fans, many of whom remember plastering his posters on their walls and singing his tunes into hairbrush microphones. But to those who knew him beyond the fame, he was a kind soul, a quiet hero, and a man whose life proved that true greatness often begins where celebrity ends. His passing from kidney cancer closes a beautiful chapter of American pop culture, but the echo of his voice and the compassion of his heart will never fade. Today, we remember and honor John Conklin and Bobby Sherman, two men who turned vision into art and fame into service. One built worlds of imagination with wood, fabric, and light. The other lifted spirits with melody and then devoted his life to saving lives instead of chasing applause. Their contributions to music, theater, education, and humanity have left indelible marks on our cultural soul. Through their work, their humility, and their example, they inspired countless others and shaped the world in ways both seen and unseen. As we reflect on their lives, we celebrate their legacies, grateful for the enduring influence they leave behind. Rest in peace.